Alright y'all, in this video we're going to be showing you 10 cool features about my BMW X5. Let's get into it. One of my personal favorite features is actually the running lights you get right here, guys. So these lights are going to run down, and it's a lot better without the lights on. You know, we got the garage lights and stuff, but in the dark you can see they'll run, yeah, especially once you open the car door, they're cool. As you can see, it's right there running through. It's a nice little touch from BMW. Looks pretty good. Alright y'all, getting into the actual vehicle. We're going to start talking about the ambient lighting. Alright, this is one of my favorite things about the car. As you can see, I have it set on blue. I'll close the door so y'all can see. All the way around here, right on here, in your cup holders, essentially everywhere. You'll get ambient lighting. Looks pretty freaking dope, especially with the white interior. I love that. And if we go into our settings tab here, go to interior lighting, you can actually change that color. Let's say we wanted it like a red. Let's see here. That's a cool color. You can see it'll all change to red, which looks really cool in my opinion. Also the buttons on the computer and whatnot. You can change that back to blue. See, everything will change. I think that's pretty cool. All right, guys, staying inside the vehicle, we're actually going to talk about the seat settings. As you can see, we can go to seat comfort right here, driver's seat. And these seat settings are actually, there's a ton. I'll open up the door so y'all can see. So right here, we have the normal, as you can imagine, moving the seat up, down. Also, this button right here, I can move my leg rest, as you guys can see, in or out. I love that. Right here, this is for the back, as you can see, normal up and, down. Also, if we press this button right here, you can change the angle of the seat, as well as, of course, the headrest. And I can change it up or down. And one other feature about this that is just kind of cool is you can actually fix your posture. You can see how I can angle the seat different angles. Personally, I like it a little bit back, so it kind of keeps me upright. All right, guys, now we're going to get to the actual vehicle. As you see on the dash, we have Eco Pro, Comfort, and Sport. Let's start with Eco Pro. Put it in Eco Pro. As you can see, all of the lighting is going to change. Right on Eco Pro, basically that's going to give ourselves more miles per gallon, going to give us more range, if you want to save gas, especially today's economy. Go to Comfort. As you can see, changes the screen. All the lights do stay the same. Comfort is essentially the same thing as Eco Pro, except the throttle response is a little bit more, except it's still going to be, comfortable and not as torquey. It's going to be for more of a beginner driver. Now, Sport right here. You go to Sport. As you can see, the lights actually change. You can see we can go to Sport as our screen. See? Essentially for Sport, our top speed is going to stay the same, but our torque from the throttle is going to become quicker, so we're going to get more throttle engagement down there. And we're going to be able to hear the exhaust flaps actually open. So the valves in the exhaust, you'll be able to hear more, to be more vocal. Oh my god, it sounds good. Alright guys, now we've started the vehicle, we can go over some more features. Alright guys, now we started the car, as you can kind of tell if we roll the window down. Which is actually very quiet. It's nice, quite quiet in here, feels very fancy. We can go over some more features. Right here, as you can see on the dash, we have right here this off button. Click that. It'll bring us to our traction control settings. Of course, we can turn on traction control if we want to. So right here we will see traction off, DSC. There we go. So DSC essentially stabilizes the chassis, and so I don't know if you guys know oversteer or understeers, but it'll counteract that, which is quite nice. All right, if we turn DSC off, as you can see, you'll get a little warning right there, DSC inactive, and now we can oversteer, understeer, and essentially drift if we'd like to. All right, guys, now we're gonna go to one of my favorite modes. Right here, we're gonna click Live Vehicle. You can actually see, it's called Adaptive Content. You can see our engine at 190 degrees Fahrenheit. You can see our PSI from our engine. You can see our horsepower we're putting out when we rev the vehicle, and you can see your foot-pounds of torque, which is actually really cool in my opinion, and that's active. I'm not gonna rev the vehicle right now since we are in a garage, but I think that's very cool. All right, guys, now right here you see Drive/S, so Drive/Sport. I'm not going to put it into that gear because, of course, we are in park and we are in a garage. We cannot drive. But if you click down, you're going to click down once to go into drive. Click down that again to go into sport. And once you'll see that, you'll see S1 on the screen where that P is. Once you see S1, of course, you're going to put your foot on the brakes so you're not driving. And now you can actually drive. So the transmission, it will hold out longer before shifting gears, gives you more of a throaty feel with the exhaust, kind of gives you more into the car. If you want to go back to normal drive, just click it down once and you'll go back to drive. Another thing, guys, with the transmission, if you click it down one more time, get into sport, and actually click the up shifter right here, click it up into gear, you'll be in M1. That means you are in manual and you're in first gear. So now, if you shift, you'll drive like a manual car. However, since you are in M1, it will not shift for you, so you need to know how to shift. If you guys want to just shift normal and also have that safety kind of like adaptivity, so it can shift for you, just click down one time, put it into drive, and shift. So if you miss a shift, it will shift for you. As you can see, we have all our window buttons. left window, passenger window, back left, back passenger, and we can lock all of the windows with this button. All right, guys, now we're gonna move over to the air vents. As you can see, click it up like this. Now the air vents are off. Click it back down, the air vents are on. You can angle your vents however you'd like to. Angle up, air's going this way. Angle down, air's going this way. All right, guys, now we're gonna move over to our steering wheel. All right, right here, if you click this button, since we're not driving, it won't work. It will bring you into cruise control. So if you're driving, click that button, it will cruise control you at that speed. Now we're gonna move over to our dash. As you can see right here, we have our miles per hour, which can be changed to kilometers per hour in settings. Right here, we have our RPMs. As you can see, it goes up to about 7,500 RPMs, starting at, about 800 because the engine is on. All right, guys, and as you can see over here, we have our lights. That means our normal running lights are on, as you can see, reflecting right there and there. Over here, we have our gear, which we are in park, so of course, no gear. This is kind of nice right here. You can see, guys, I don't have my seatbelt on since we're not driving. Neither does the passenger or anybody in the back, because there's no one back there. So it tells me that right there. One of my favorite features, which of course right now I'm not even driving, but it actually knows. This will show you the speed limit for whatever road you are on. For example, the road behind me is a 25-mile-an-hour speed limit. All right, guys, right here you can see your engine temperature. Mine is right in the middle, 90 degrees plus. As you can see, 199 degrees. It only goes up to 90 usually. But since we're at 199, we're just resting, we're on idle, so yeah. Moving on back to the steering wheel. As you can see on the side right here, we have this little button. That is to move the steering wheel. You can move it backward, up, down, and forward. All right, guys, one more thing with the console here. As you can see, this little wheel, up, down. If you want to move it around like that, you can also click back up and back down. And if you want to click on something, for example, a live vehicle, just like that, just click. Boom. Personal, one of my favorite things. It's very nice, especially if you're driving and you need to go to your screen. Just mess around like that. All right, guys, now we're gonna move over to our actual settings. For example, let's go to EcoPro. In EcoPro, we can go to EcoPro Individual, and then we can configure EcoPro. So what we can do here, we can turn on seat heating, EcoPro climate control, EcoPro sight, and steering. Steering is how the actual weight of the steering wheel is. Right now it's on comfort. If I want it on sport, which is a little bit heavier, put it on sport. Back to comfort. Right here, I can click Reset EcoPro Standards. Oh, hello. I can click Reset EcoPro Standards, which is going to be right here. I will reset everything back to how it normally is. We're going to skip comfort because it's basically the same. Moving on to sport, configure individual. Sport settings really aren't different. Drivetrain, sport, comfort. All it will do in sport is, again, that torque with the throttle. Now let's go to steering, comfort, lighter, sport, go heavier. All right, guys, now moving on. As you can see right here, this little button next to the brake pedal. We can pull that once to unlock the hood. Pull that twice to permanently unlock the hood. So now, we can move to the front up here. And we can open our hood. All right, guys, as you can see, our engine's open. This is our engine bay. You can see our struts here, there, and there. You see this is our engine cover. And there's not much out of the ordinary. We got our cold air intake right here. Our turbo underneath in there. And yeah, it's just a 3-liter V6, I believe. Turbocharged, making about 325 horsepower without the tune that we have put onto it. All right, guys, moving on to the rear of the car. As you can see, we have our exhausts here and our exhausts here. We're actually going to sit down and get under the car for a second so I can show you all the flaps. As you can see, this little part right there that you guys are looking at, that's going to open up your valves inside of your exhaust pipe, which you guys cannot really see right now. I actually have mine deactivated, therefore my valves are always open. This car sounds nicer, always sounds like it's in sport mode. Does not change anything performance-wise, just makes the car feel and sound a little bit nicer. All right, guys, there you go. That is actually a few more than 10, but some nice features about the 2024 BMW X5.